I just lucked out. I parked my Indians. Here's my daughter here. And this gentleman here is so nice. Let me check out his Challenger RT while we listen to some serious noise behind us. So I'm going to guess this is a 19, it's either 70 or 71.
71.
Okay, 71. And it's got the 446 pack. Wow. That really has the 6-pack on it?
Yes, it does.
Wow, that is awesome. So,
Now bored and stroked, 500 cubic inches.
oh really?
Yeah.
Wow. So this car to me looks all original. I mean, was there much done to this vehicle? Because you just said you're not the original owner.
Not the original owner. The car came from Winchester, Virginia.
Wow.
Was taken apart back in the early 90s.
Okay.
Never put back together.
So you bought it and put it back
I
together.
bought it and put it back together.
Wow. So you're good. That's fine. No, you're all right. So how many original miles on it? Do we know?
Oh, it's about 110,000 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you got it, was the paint in that condition?
There was no paint on the car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No vinyl roof?
It was stripped. No vinyl roof.
Wow.
No parts.
Wow.
It was just a shell.
You sound like a guy out there in Washington State. You know the guy, the Mopar guy out there.
Graveyard
Yeah,
car.
you sound like him. You actually put this car back together yourself, or somebody else did?
I put it back together myself. I had somebody do the paint work and body work.
Oh my gosh,
I
that's
built the
impressive.
motor in my basement. I
Wow.
had somebody build the transmission, rebuild the transmission. Somebody put the vinyl top on. Other than that, I did everything else myself.
And you dug all the parts up out of what yards, or where'd you find all this stuff?
All the parts were with the car.
Oh, okay.
They
All
were
right.
just not on the car.
Okay.
They
All
were-
right.
The car was all apart, disassembled. Luckily,
Okay.
most of the parts were there.
All right. So the rear wing, was that real option then?
That's a real option. Yeah. The car is option just the way it was, except of course the CD player. I didn't have a CD player back in '71.
Yeah, see, I don't remember the little, whatever you call these things, the air vents. Are those actually real? Is there cutout or is that look?
They're not cut out. They're just for show.
Okay.
71 of them.
All right. Now, can we look at the interior?
Sure.
I mean, I love the pistol grip. That is so nice.
Now this was originally an automatic car.
Oh, wow. You made it a 3-pedal.
I made it a 3-pedal,
So it had the 727 torque light in it?
which is still in my garage.
Okay. And does the actual tachometer work?
Oh yes, it's all the gauges been redone.
Does your windshield wiper switches and all those other little
All that
funky little, it works. Do you have the original ballast setup on this, or did you change it out on the engine compartment? Your ballast resistor, did
It's
you?
got a simulated ballast resistor. It does not use a ballast resistor.
Okay. Did you go to like an MSD ignition or something? Or?
No, it's a different company. But it's
Okay. All right.
Same item.
Okay. So you say you've owned this now 10 years?
Owned this car since 2003, about 20 years.
20 years. Oh, wow. You know what? I only wish I could see that 6-pack of the carburetors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is really
It's a
cool
little tricky
looking.
to take all that off.
Oh, I know. I get all that.
You gotta
I
undo
understand.
the
Wow.
bolts and stuff.
So it's real active air because it's sticking out of the hood. It really gets that air induction, right?
Usually from the fact that there's an air valve in there with a
Actuator.
actuator inside the
Uh-huh.
engine compartment that you close and everything.
Nice. So you kept the drum rear, disc front, or all drum?
The front brakes have been upgraded to the 12-inch front brakes, Chrysler 12-inch front brakes.
So it's, you say drum.
11.75, so it's a little bit bigger, it's about 3/4 of an inch bigger. But
So it's all drum brakes
no. Disc brakes.
in the front, but drum in the back. Right. So in the brake booster, that's,
All that's original.
oh wow.
All those are original parts.
Your wiper motor.
Master cylinder's been brand new. The wiper motor's been rebuilt.
So is that the ballast resistor electronic thing you're talking about behind there?
It's a straight wild, basically.
Okay. Because those things were a nuisance.
They were a nuisance, man.
You know that. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Here's your heater core lines, right?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Because that's your heater core back down there, right?
Right.
Okay, but no AC.
You could not get AC.
In 71, really?
Now with a 6-pack, because it would hit the car batteries. It was too big.
Okay. All right. Original horn.
Original horns.
All right. Original radiator. That's pretty impressive.
Spin record.
Okay. All right. It's a manual fan and runs off the engine, not electric fan, or is it a clutch fan?
It's a clutch fan now. It was a manual fan.
Okay. All right.
Clutch fan's a little bit better.
Yep. And then it's something how in the new Mopars they put the battery in the trunk to offset all the weight up front. Right. Yeah. Now, the color, is this an original color?
It's original color. 1971 Citron yellow. Very rare color.
Citron yellow.
Citron yellow for Plymouth. I think it's Curious yellow for
This is.
Dodge or vice versa.
Okay. Original analog, good old round headlights. All right. The grill here, really, wow. How long did it take you to restore this?
Years.
Hours and hours, right? Wow. I mean,
About 6 years.
yeah, in between doing your real life, right? Okay. So the vinyl roof, did you put that on, or just somebody else?
I don't do vinyl. I had somebody come to my house and do it.
Just like the paint
Yeah.
and the stripe and all that stuff.
I had somebody put the strips.
Okay. And the rally wheels, that's really cool because you get the original rally wheels.
Rally wheels. It came with road wheels, a 14-inch wheel, so I wanted a 15-inch wheel.
Okay. Now, the notorious, I've had the Challengers and the Cudas back from the 70s era. The notorious rusted out trunk pan. Let's look at your trunk pan. Let's see how that looks.
Was not rusted out.
Well, probably sat in the garage more than sat outside then, or is that factual?
It sat outside under a tent for about 6 or 7 years. But the
So you're
trunk
saying
pans- that's the original trunk pan.
that's hard to believe. Because you know the story of this, right?
I know most of the story.
Okay. So what gives away the 71 to 72 or the 73 Challenger is the big ugly ass bumper protectors on the bumper, correct?
Protectors, the taillights, and the grill sticker.
Okay. So this car here, factory horsepower, what was it at that time? Do you know?
385.
And how many foot-pounds of torque? Did you even know that? That'd be-
490.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many of these were made in this color? Do you even know?
They don't break it down. There was 129 automatic cars made.
Okay.
About 6 or 7% of those were Citron yellow.
All right.
Chrysler doesn't break it down every color. They lost those records years ago.
Okay. So have you ever gotten a Haggerty number in this or anything? You ever insured it where you got a number on this?
With the current market of Chrysler vehicles going through the roof, you've seen some of the recent
Right.
vehicle auctions.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's anybody's guess. Between 120 to 200,000 is probably a good figure.
But I don't think that's going to happen with you.
No, I'm not going to say.
This is going to stay around for a long
It's going
time.
to stay around for a while.
It's just going to be like handed down to anybody in your family or anything?
No.
So one day you will.
Eventually, one day I will sell it, but it won't be anytime soon.
Now, as far as the rattles, noise, anything, I mean, is there anything kind of you drive this car, you're like, it's the Chrysler car, or no, this thing's tight?
It's very tight. I put subframe connectors that join the subframes together
Yeah.
to make it a little tighter.
Bigger sway bars?
Bigger sway bar in the front. There's no sway bar in the back.
Any reason why?
Better shocks. You don't use them in the back of these cars with the heavy springs.
Okay.
Use them just in the front.
All right. What rear end? 355 Posse.
355 Posi.
Really? I was right.
Building a 323 for it, which was original. I'm putting that back in.
So you want the highway?
A little more highway gear.
Right.
I'll help it out.
So what's the mileage? Who cares?
mileage?
Yeah, right.
Probably gallons per mile instead of miles per gallon.
Yes.
Probably around 7 or 8.
Okay.
It's not good. It's
Right.
500 cubic inches.
Okay.
A little bit bigger.
So I didn't really look inside here that much. Like your headliner, all the it's redone. Redone. So
I put the leather seats in it.
yeah. Now,
Upgraded leather seats. That would have been a Chrysler option. You only get the leather in the face of the seat. You
Okay.
get vinyl in the back when you upgraded
So what drove you to go 3-pedal? I mean, you just love a clutch car? Or?
I love it.
Okay. Did you do that or did somebody else do that?
No, I did that.
Okay. It's not really that hard. You know, there's a company down in Sterling, Virginia called 3-Pedals. Did you know that? There's actually a company down there in Sterling, Virginia that specializes taking automatics to 3-pedals. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's why I said it's called 3-Pedals. You can look that up if you ever need any, I don't think you need any help. So, all right, this is really a great vehicle. And for you, just a show vehicle, do you go out and take any long drives or?
I've taken a couple long 200-mile drives on it, but that's about the longest.
Is it comfortable?
It's very comfortable. It's all new foam in the seats, leather seats.
Okay.
It's a decent sitting position when you drive.
All right.
And it rides fairly quiet and nice.
Now, did you do anything with exhaust? Did you kind of keep it tame, or did you kind of get a little wild?
It's a little wild on the exhaust.
Flowmaster?
The mufflers are a chambered muffler. The same one that FAST guys run.
So you did the motor. What type of cam? Got a good lope on this thing?
No, it's a very small cam.
Really?
Much more than stock, but still very small.
You just didn't want that.
I think I would upgrade it to a nice roller cam later in its life. That
Okay.
may be a stage 2 upgrade I do in the future.
Did you blueprint the motor as well? Did you have that shop do that for you?
I had it balanced. It's not a blueprint is a term that's thrown around, NHRA blueprint.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean much really.
It doesn't mean much really.
It's more just a fancy word.
It's a balanced assembly. It's got really good rods,
Okay.
really good distance.
All right.
Way better than stock. It's got enough internals to rev to 7,000 RPM, but it will never rev that high.
Okay, so this car, with the exception of the transmission and you stroking that motor, is all
Hey, brother.
original. As far as if you've mixed up the VIN, the only thing you're going to see that doesn't match is the transmission for the most part. The motor's been
Transmission,
rebuilt.
the leather seats, tough steering wheel. You could not get that on a Cuda or Challenger.
Well, what could you get it on?
You could get on a Charger, Roadrunner, GTX.
So that's pretty cool. I'm looking at that. That was such a '70s kind of cool thing.
You could get
because you had the hard. It was the wood steering wheel first, right?
You could get on a Demon or Duster. Yeah.
Oh wow.
You can get it on an e-bike.
Wow. Hey, thank you so much. Kind of long video. People like to watch videos. I think you've done a great job. I really do appreciate you being very kind to share the love and passion of your Mopar. I mean, this is just awesome. Beautiful. One day, if I had the money to buy it from you, I would. But I don't think that's me anytime soon.
It's not going to be anytime soon. I'm keeping this one around for a while.
All right. Thank you very
Kept
much.
the last car 30-something years, so
Wow. Okay. Well,
this is going to stay around.
all right. Well, anybody watch my channel, this isn't going to be shown anytime soon. So don't be bugging me on my channel, right?